My name is Heidi Boulanger, and I'm here today to introduce you to Roger Rule, author of The Rifleman's Rifle and other books, and host of this series of episodes, Special Guns with Roger Rule.
Thank you, Heidi, and welcome. And welcome viewers to my 29th episode of Special Guns with Roger Rule.
I see we don't have a shotgun today.
While the theme of these new videos is to introduce viewers to fine Italian guns and brilliant Italian engraving, not all Italian guns are shotguns. Many are rifles. Today, this video is to introduce another one of the best gun and rifle makers in Italy, Perugini and Visini, and another Italian master engraver, Zomansoni. Perugini and Visini was founded by Vincenzo Perugini and Darko Visini in 1968 in the little town of Nuvola in Brescia, Italy. Brescia is both a city and a province, and we've already discovered it's the home of many of the best Italian gun makers. The partners of P&V had a business plan that was to create firearms for the most discriminating and demanding of shooters and hunters. It was their dream to keep alive the tradition of truly bespoke gun making. This gun-making tradition of Brescia has been passed down for centuries from master to pupil. From their own website, P&V state, I'm quoting, "This is the understanding of the Brescian culture as it relates to shooting sports and gun making, an appreciation of beauty, respect for decoration and embellishment, respect for harmony of lines and design which optimize form and function, and the utilization of most refined manual skill in combination with the most modern technological advances." Close quote. So that gives you an idea of their business plan. Their rifles and shotguns are imported by P&V USA LLC, located in Lakeland, Florida. Previously, their rifles were imported and distributed by William Larkin Moore until 1992, when Italian gun making prices increased across the board to all exporters. Perugini and Visini are manufacturers of best quality shotguns and rifles. Action types include side locks and box locks, in side-by-side or over and under, and bolt actions with different action lengths, and single shots. All P&V guns are manufactured on a custom order basis only, with an annual production of approximately 60 best guns. As P&V grew, so did their need for a larger facility, and they moved from Nuvola, a town of about 4,000 people, to Massano, Brescia, a much larger town, to capture and develop more in-house artisans located there in the gun trade. At P&V, the artisans, both young and old, are steeped in this Brescian culture and have the same daily commitment and love of their work as only those of the highest order of this tradition. In the book, The Italian Gun, by Steve Smith and Lori Morrow, the authors tell us that P&V is a handmade gun maker. And I'll quote one little part from their book. P&V, it is one that is highly respected for its superb side-by-side and over and under side lock and box lock shotguns, and a magnificent double express rifle, close quote. So today I have one of their rifle models, a Magnum bolt-action magazine rifle, simply called the Professional Rifle. It was built in 2004, chambered in .338 Winchester Magnum, and superbly engraved by the Italian Master Engraver Zomansoni. The gun is fitted with a Zeiss Diavari 1.5 to 6 by 42 scope in rectangle detachable mounts. and it's still new in its factory case.
Being a rifle, do you still call it a best gun?
Great question. We'll probably get a lot of feedback both ways for that answer. In my opinion, it is a best gun when it is made with the best design, the best materials, and made by hand to perfection without a flaw. With that definition, this is a best gun. Let's examine why. According to Perugini and Visini, the action is their own proprietary square bridge Magnum Mauser action. Each action is machined entirely from a solid block of steel, special alloy steel, which incorporates the magazine box and the top and bottom extended tangs. Notice how the upper tang goes over the comb of the stock. You'll see that only on very few rifles. I've owned Holland & Hollands with this feature. Also note how the lower tang extends clear to the pistol grip. We'll see that in a minute when I pick up the gun. Both of these tangs are built integral with the receiver. Not only are the tangs integral, but also most of the internal parts that would normally need attaching are instead integral, making this a one-piece action body. The professional rifle sports a 25-inch round tapered barrel. It has a large and solid barrel lug, 1 1/4 inch ahead of the receiver. It's adorned with 3 features: an integral barrel band for its front sling swivel, an integral quarter ramp carrying express sights with 4 leaves, 1 standing and 3 folding, and a wrap around front sights. They've got the Holland moon sight. I'm going to demonstrate that in a little bit. Let me stand up and pick up the gun. Let me check the safety, make sure it's unloaded. You can see the chamber there. The one-piece receiver has a hinged floor plate with a lockable lever release. The action's long upper tang that extends over the comb carries a 3-position Model 70 type wing safety on the bolt shroud. Other features include a fully adjustable heavy-duty encased trigger, 2 engraved steel cross bolts, one in front of the recoil lug, and a full-length engraved lower receiver tang that extends to the elegantly engraved steel pistol grip. The bolt knob is engraved with 9 panels. All action parts are polished and case hardened. The maker sourced 4A root base walnut from the Caucasus Mountains for the stock, resulting in both a beautiful figure and color with black veins streaking through the rich brown. It's shaped with a classic comb and with a European cheek piece with the shadow lines. The forearm checkering is full wraparound with patterns of diamonds cut sharply at 32 lines per inch. The pistol grip checkering is separated into 2 patterns because of the extended upper and lower tangs. The right grip sports a palm swell, and the forearm tip is West African ebony. Each pistol grip checkering pattern has intricately fleur-de-lis, and the forearm checkering has 4 of these delicate fleur-de-lis and the layout on the underside. These are all cut best quality, sharp and more precise than typical versions by those usually seen by many of the American Custom Gunmakers Guild. A little small. You can see on the underside of the forearm a maker's gold crest. It's comprising 2 unicorns flanking a shield in the center of the checkering pattern.
Wow, that's really detailed.
That represents the company's logo. Look at the front sight, which has a flip over moon sight. When they're flipping it over. When you have the scope off and the light is too dim to use the fine bead, you have the option of flipping over the sight to the larger bead, which gives you a better sight picture. Also, going into the bush after dangerous or wounded game, it gives you a better, quicker sight picture too. See how long the extended integral tangs are, which perfectly inletted. It doesn't stop there. The internal inletting is as good as the best stock makers in the world, and I've seen my fair share. The wood is finished with a traditional French polished oil coats requiring hours of rubbing to give that beautiful and durable gloss finish.
That rifle looks really heavy.
It weighs 10 pounds with scope, which is actually a comfortable weight for the recoil of the 338 Went mag. The length of pull is 14 1/8 over a 3/4 inch black decelerator pad. The engraving is outstanding by the Italian Master Zomansoni with 100% coverage on the bottom metal. It features a Bellino engraved realistic noble stag with a sky above and surrounded by extremely fine scrolls which also cover the remainder of the receiver, the top and bottom tangs, the breech bolt sleeve, and the bolt handle. The artist's signature is very fine written C. Zomansoni at the right base of the deer. The fine detail showcases the engraver's outstanding work.
What's that little lever on the floor plate?
That's the lockable lever release to open the magazine well, and it's unusual. Just open it and shut it, and then it locks back down. For the scope, the maker installed a professional German-made rectangle detachable scope rings. The scope is a high-end variable rail scope, and it's a Zeiss Diavari 1.5-6 by 42, also made in Germany. I'll demonstrate how that works. My followers have seen that before on other guns that I've done, but it's in the state of being detached where you can use the iron sights. And now it goes right back on easily and goes right back to zero. This is a super heavy duty, all steel designed rifle. It's executed by P&V's masterful artisans, a serious, best quality professional rifle engraved by another Italian master engraver.
What do we know about this engraver?
In trying to find information about Zomansoni, after checking my sources that led nowhere, I then emailed P&V and included photos of his work with his signature. My first reply stated they were checking their records, but because the gun was made in 2004, and because they didn't recognize the name, he was probably an outsourced engraver, not one of their in-house P&V engraving team. They did add that it was P&V policy that engraving could only be signed, engravers could only sign their work if they were master engravers. And that policy was in force in 2004, which leads me to believe C. Zomansoni is or was at the time a master engraver. If any of my viewers or any subscribers know anything about him, please send me his information. Until then, that's it for today. Thank you, Heidi, and thank you, viewers, for watching. And if you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with others. And I hope you join us for our next video, continuing my Italian gun tribute and featuring the amazing engraving of another Italian superstar master engraver, Manrico Torcoli.
Is it another superstar?
He is. He is.
Awesome. Ciao, everyone.
If you want to get involved with these types of guns, I recommend gunsinternational.com. The owners are great people. I know them and have been using their website since they started. I find it the best source for both buying and selling any great collectible gun.